here on the world stage, it seems China and Russia are the ones that stand to lose the most in terms of a collapse of power in Venezuela and where it sits right now. Now, Maduro is the one that struck up all these deals with Russia and China. Obviously, Juan Guaido, that is being backed by the West, is just being kind of propped up there and going against everything that this man is calling for. This man, Xi Jinping, he has been very adamant about getting what he wants, and in doing so, they have been very strategic in going in and giving loans to other countries, and in turn, they are taking over things like the port of Kenya. They just built a massive port near Djibouti. They took over a major port in Pakistan, all by going in, giving them loans they knew they could not repay, and in return, they say, okay, for the next 99 years, we're going to have control of the port. And that is what has happened. Now, in this instance, Russia and China both have given billions to Venezuela. In some of these deals, it was worked in that they would get cheap oil in return. But now think about this. If this country owes them billions, do you think that if Maduro falls and Juan Guaido rises to power, that the West is going to allow Guaido or anyone within that regime to send a dime to Russia or China? I don't think so. The Bank of England just held all of Venezuela's money when Maduro tried to get all the gold out. And then the U.S. was talking about sending that to their guy to help fund what they want. We then had the old oil czar that worked for Hugo Chavez stepping up saying that neither one of the men, Maduro or Guaido, are going to be acceptable. And that kind of shows us that there may be a third faction at play here. Then it comes to the whole thing of U.S. aid. As we have individuals down there saying that we do not need the aid, that it's not as bad as they're trying to make it seem. That yes, they are hurting economically and in certain areas, but it's not a full-blown crisis. And the only reason that they're hurting to begin with, they say, is because of the sanctioning and everything else that the U.S. put on them. So they're saying it's hypocrisy sending this aid down now when you put them in this position to begin with. That's what some of those people are saying in response. And I talked about yesterday how the aid was sent down there and just basically sitting on this bridge post there at the border of Colombia and Venezuela. And it shows that already they're utilizing Colombia big time to their advantage to where if anything was going to go down. Now, one other key thing here that they mention is invasion. They repeat it a couple times, and they state that they feel the next big move is going to be invasion, that these are the moves that are made before something like that goes down. And of course, Maduro has put out statements to the American people and to the world, and then tried to call the whole thing a possible Vietnam if things pop off like that. Regardless, it seems to be a place that could be a flashpoint, especially this summer, if things aren't worked out here on this world stage. I'm going to leave links. I'll continue to update with more as things change. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Peace.